Tuck turns. Most of us learn them and forget them when we're beginners. They're a pretty simple move after all. Just tuck the poi over and under your shoulders as you go around in place. And sure, there are some variations of them that we may pick up from time to time. But what if I told you that there is one variation that nobody knew existed but has been hiding in plain sight for years? Come down the rabbit hole with me. Drex here from DrexFactor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And in this video, I am going to unlock a secret tuck turn that we have known about for years, but just didn't connect the dots on. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecha, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these awesome companies and the work they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. So first and foremost, let's define what we're talking about here. When I'm referring to tuck turns, I am referring to this kind of poi pattern where I am tucking the poi behind my shoulders and up underneath my armpit as I carry my hands around in a circle around my body. We can have presentations of this where we move our hands straight back and forth in a line along different surfaces of our body, or we can take it around in a narrow or more broad circle if we so choose. For most people, I think that this variation right here is the one that they will usually think of when we talk about tuck turns. But there's something really interesting about it. Namely, the poi are always spinning in together time, or together same. So does that mean that we can take tuck turns into a place where we're using other timing and direction modes too? Why, yes. Yes, it does. And by the way, if the phrase timing and direction sounds like Greek to you, don't worry about it. You'll see what I'm talking about throughout the rest of this video. But I also do have a video discussing what timing and direction is that I'll go ahead and link to up in the cards as well as down in the description if you want to catch up. So the secret that unlocks part of this is realizing that when we perform tuck turns, they're really just flowers. Namely, they are two-petal in-spin flowers. The big difference is that we're tucking those petals over our shoulders as well as under our armpits as we take them around. So in a lot of respects, you can think of them as just being the same as this pattern, but adding a body tracer edge to them. So with that in mind, we already know that we can take our flowers into multiple timing and direction modes. We can do them in together opposites, we know that we can do them in split time opposites, and we know that we can do them in split time same direction. So does it follow then that we can perform our tuck turns in all four timing and direction modes as well? Well, yes, but it gets tricky in at least one case. So let's take a look at some of the other cases first, starting with together opposites. This is just spinning the poi in opposite directions. And you'll note I'm doing this with my butterflies going outward rather than inward. I just find it's a little easier to do it this way. And technically speaking, we could make the argument that performing our vertical snakes, like so, constitutes a kind of tuck turn. The biggest challenge there is, though, that we're really only performing the pedal behind with one hand at a time. So even though I'm tucking my right hand behind here, I am not tucking it behind when I get up top. So while this looks pretty elegant, I think that it kind of stretches the bounds of what we would refer to as a tuck turn. That said, it's absolutely possible if we perform both of the tucks at the same time that we can take our tuck turns completely into together opposites or butterfly like this. Once upon a time, I told a student that this is the together opposite solution for tuck turns, but that nobody does it, so it wasn't worth learning. And of course, once I did that, I wound up writing an enormous amount of choreography that used this specific method for doing tuck turns. So yeah, that was a comment that didn't age well. And interestingly enough, the split time opposite solution looks quite a bit like the snakes that we take from side to side in split time opposites. You can either perform them as full flowers like this, or you can take them straight across your body like so, which interestingly enough is a clue for the final timing and direction mode that we're going to play with here. But I originally saw this in a video way back in maybe 2008, I want to say, and couldn't understand what was going on. All I understood is that the performer was tucking the poi underneath their armpit and over their shoulder, which, you know, the underneath the armpit thing is one thing a lot of people struggle with when learning this. And it was learning this in split time opposites that really brought home for me exactly how to make that work in a more controlled and concerted fashion. I will say that that helped in getting down the tuck turns in all of the other timing and direction modes too. So thank you to split time opposites for making that happen. All right, so we've waited long enough. There's one more timing and direction mode that we haven't talked about, and yes, it is split time, same direction. So for the longest time, I thought that the closest thing to a solution for a tuck turn in split time, same direction would be this, where we switch back and forth between a windmill and a watermill. There's just one problem. I enter my windmills going clockwise with my left hand tucking behind first, and I enter my watermills going clockwise with my right hand tucking behind first. As you might be able to see here, this means that I have to add an extra half a beat on either side in order to complete the move, which turns this into a 3-pedal in spin rather than a 2-pedal in spin. So I always told my students that this was as much a kind of stretching the boundaries thing as that together opposites snake that goes up the sides of our bodies, and just kind of called it as best we could do for the longest time. And then I connected some dots. So you remember our split time opposites tuck turns and how much they looked like our snakes in split time opposites? Well, many of us when we're first learning how to do snakes are trying to learn how to do these snakes right here when we're spinning the poi in split time, same direction. And guess what? If the split time opposites snakes feel a lot like tuck turns, the split time, same direction snakes kind of do as well. There's all the essentials there. We're moving our hands both up and down as well as side to side, and we're tucking the poi behind our shoulder and up behind our armpit as we go back and forth. The biggest thing is we don't really have a lot of latitude in bringing our hands up and down. I can kind of exaggerate this a little bit, and hey, would you look at that? Now they actually look like a real tuck turn. Of course, we can go back to our classical presentation of them and just have our hands go straight out to either side, but both of these count, which is kind of awesome because split time, same direction snakes are a thing that have been around for more than a decade, and I never thought of them in this context. And structurally speaking, they hold on to all of the same stuff that we see in the other tuck turns, namely that we're tucking both of the poi at the exact same time, and also too that we are getting tucks happening top and bottom just like we do in split time opposites. Just so happens to be that we are doing it in ways that allow us to take our hands from center outward. But if you want to think of it this way, you can also think of it as our hands tracing around circles, going outward and inward in sync with each other, like so. Or just keep it simple, right? So what do you think, friends? Is this a new solution to tuck turns, or am I grasping at straws here? Please leave me a comment and let me know. And if you dug the video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to help other people find the video, and of course, to help my channel grow. This video would not be possible without my amazing supporters on Patreon. In particular, I'd love to give a shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. Thank you all so much for your very generous support. And if you out there watching would like to get your name in the credits or access to a whole host of other awesome rewards, you can do that by heading on over to my Patreon at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. I will leave the link to that down in the description as well as up in the cards. Please help me out in my mission of bringing poi spinning and flow arts to the whole wide world. Thank you in advance. And if you'd like to learn how to do tuck turns, something I didn't talk about in this video, I will go ahead and link to a tutorial on that move up here on screen as well as down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to get out and flow today, and I'll see you with a new video real soon. Take care now, and Happy New Year. Peace.